How would you describe your role as a public information officer?
I would describe my role as a PIO as influential compared to other roles in my agency. The reason this role is influential is because I get to talk to the public and my peers that I work with consistently on a day to day basis actually get to see me interact with the public in a different manner. They get to see how I act when it comes to being in front of a camera. And I can hopefully influence somebody else to become a public information officer as well for how highly I speak of our agency.
Why is the PIO role helpful for an emergency medical service agency?
It's helpful to portray information about the community, changes within the department to better serve the people, and to discuss larger scenes as they happen. Sometimes during those larger scenes, our interviews get a little bit more quickly set up. So they're not going to be as smoothly ran as some of our community event screenings that we do and the changes that we have within our department to serve the better people. Uh,
How would you describe your policy for handling media requests?
so our policy states that all media requests will be approved by the fire chief. Only then a trained PIO like myself may conduct interviews. No one else in the department is allowed to do so unless it has been strictly approved by the fire chief and there's supervision done during the interview. None of those interviews can be live. Only live interviews can be done by a public information officer. Interviews are done upon request by the media only or during larger incidents. Now, during those larger incidents, we do have to keep in mind that while the incident is still happening, I am doing my role as the PIO and trying to get that information out to the public. But I'm not going to be able to have all the answers right away.
What type what types of information and details can you share with the community?
I can share any details with the community as long as it does not create a HIPAA violation or disrupts an ongoing police investigation. HIPAA violations can are is if I would be breaking the law if I was to give the public out any single person's information. And no one wants to disrupt a PD investigation.
What types of information are considered confidential and cannot be shared, and why?
Any information that is related to HIPAA, just kind of like that previous question, uh, anything that has any personal information. So somebody's name that was involved during the incident, their birthday, address, even their phone number, anything that was tied to that person for that incident, I cannot share. It's a HIPAA violation. And the reason why is because it is against the law. No one would want their information portrayed over the public eye unless it was approved by family members or by that person. And so that's why that law is there. And I can lose my job if I break that law.
What recommendations do you have for journalists working with PIOs?
Please be patient with us. Not all the information is easily obtained upon asking. Some of these larger incidents, I'm learning the information and giving it to you guys within a minute or two. And so while those larger incidents are happening, just please be patient. Also, be kind to us. We're normal people as well. We make mistakes. We say, being in front of a camera is not the easiest thing in the world, especially for a small town rural boy. So please give us a little bit of patience, respect, and be kind. No one wants to be harassed in front of a camera. That is all I have for this assignment. Thank you very much and have a great evening.